Yes. Okie dokie. Lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine, otherwise legs straight and rolled outward. Keep the shoulder blades flat as much as you can onto the ground. Palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist and pull the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen your old spine. Close your eyes. And allow your body to soften, to let go. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, and then sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Ankle into your jaw. And let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the wall abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. Small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause, and there too observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open even during pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long and deep breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. The breath controlled but easy. Observe your belly moving freely with every breath. The navel will move up when you inhale and down toward the spine when you exhale. Observe your rib cage expanding when you inhale, and moving closer together when you exhale. Become aware of every small movement of your body. And create a deeper and deeper breath. But keep it easy, keep it simple, keep it soft. With every inhalation, the air, the prana, the energy enters your body, recharge your body. And with every exhalation, your body relax. Use your breath to restore and relax your body and mind. Keep your attention on your breath, on the air, the prana entering your body, and going out of your body with the exhalation. Keep your attention there. If there's any thoughts rising, it's normal. But as soon as you realize that you are no longer observing your breath, bring your attention back there, softly, gently. Keep your mind focused on your breath. Nothing is more important now. The air enters your body and get out of your body. The air enters your body through the nostrils and goes out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and goes out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and goes out a little bit warmer. Your breath is soft but deep. Allow your breath to relax and recharge your body and mind. From your next breath, inhale deeply, as deep as you can, and hold your breath just for a few seconds without forcing. Keep it easy, keep it simple. Inhale as deep as you can, and with your lungs completely full, hold your breath just for a few seconds, and then release freely. Inhale as deep as you can. Hold your breath and relax. Keeping the same technique, keeping this technique, I want you to relax your body while holding your breath at the end of the inhalation. So inhale as deep as you can. Hold your breath and relax your body. Relax your belly. Observe how your body change, how the tensions in your body change just a tiny bit. Become aware of this change and release. And again, inhale as deep as you can. Hold your breath and relax. Release your breath. And keep this technique. Inhale as deep as you can. Hold your breath. Relax the muscles of your breath, of your body. And release. 3 more breaths, as deep as you can. When you hold your breath, relax the muscles of your body and observe the tensions in your body change just a little bit. Become aware of those changes. And at the end of the 3rd breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Let it flow freely. But observe. Observe if the inhalation is equal to the exhalation. Same length, same intensity. Observe the pauses, the natural pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. And even there, observe if they're equal or one is naturally longer. Become aware of your own breath. Now take control again. Inhale. Exhale passively, easily, softly, and hold your breath. Hold your breath at the end of the exhalation. There too, just for a few seconds. And just like we did with the inhalation, when you hold your breath, relax your body and observe. Observe your feelings, your emotions. Observe how the body changed. Inhale. Exhale softly and hold your breath. And keep on with this technique. So inhale, exhale softly, and hold your breath just for a few seconds, relaxing all the muscles that are not needed to hold your breath. And observe. Observe especially the emotions, the feelings. The kind of posing when you hold your breath at the end of the exhalation. So enjoy this small pose that you create. Observe your body, relaxed, at ease. 3 more times. Inhale, Exhale softly and hold your breath. Inhale, exhale softly and hold your breath. Relax your body. Relax your belly. One more time. Inhale, exhale softly. Hold your breath and relax your body. At the end of this breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Let it flow freely. Observe, become a witness of all the feelings, emotions. Observe how you feel, just for a few seconds. Gently bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a moment. For pushing with the left hand to sit up. Okay. Sit in a cross-legged position. Put your hands right over the knees. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and create circles with your hips and the spine. Do it gently, do it softly. If you want to, you can keep your eyes closed to go a little bit deeper within. Turn it also on the other side. Now, still with your hands over the knees or even in front of the knees, inhale, tilt your hip forward. Push your chest forward, but your shoulders and head back to arch your spine. Exhale around your spine and allow the head to drop down toward the chest. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Okay, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Put your right hand next to your right buttocks. Lift the sternum. Move the back of the head gently back. Lift the right and lift the left arm up with the palm of the hand facing right. Now I want you to move the right shoulder gently forward, just a tiny bit forward, and the left shoulder back. Look up and allow the left hand to move to the right. Push with your right hand against the ground. 3 breaths. And back to center. Put your left hand down on the ground, not too far from your left buttock. Lift the sternum. Move the back of the head gently back. Move the left shoulder gently forward and the right one gently back. Lift the right arm up, palm of the hand facing left. Look up and allow the right hand to drop to the left. Push with your right hand against the ground, left hand, sorry, against the ground. Stay there. Breathe deeply. And back. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift your right arm up. Bend your elbow and grab with your right hand left ear. Find the drishti to help you keep your head straight. Move the right elbow back, and without turning your head, so keeping your head straight, stretch from the left ear to the left shoulder, using the weight of your right arm. Keep the sternum lifted. 3 breaths. And back to center. Change side. So lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, lift your left arm up, bend your elbow, grab your right ear. Keep your head straight. Move the left elbow back and start stretching. Use the weight of your left arm to stretch from the right ear to the right shoulder. Stay there. Okay. Now create small circles with your head. Just keep it easy, keep it soft, keep it small. Easy. Then also on the other side. And again, turn on the other side. But now create a sort of small spirals. So wider and wider. But keep it fluid. So if you feel that it's not as comfortable, just step back and stay where it still feels easy, still feels soft, still feels comfortable. And now turn on the other side, still creating the spirals, starting really small. Focus on the fluidity of the movement. And little by little, just widen the movement, but always listening to the messages of your body. So if it does feel not as comfy, not as fluid, step back and stay there. Keep the movement fluid. Keep the movement easy. Okay, now I want you to interlace your hands right behind your neck. Now, bring your elbows as close as you can and down. See if you can put your forearm right under your chin, or really close to the chin, just kind of blocking your jaw. Okay. And given this position, Start pushing your elbows close to each other, up. Kind of stretching a bit your cervical spine. Stay there. And relax. Okay. Now, do you have your yoga blocks, yoga bricks? Good. Take the two. Okay. Do you have the two roof? Okay, that's good. Perfect. So put the two blocks on the front of the mat. Seat on your heels on the back of the mat. Joy, keep your knees wide, wider than your hips. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hip forward. Put your hands down on the ground. Keep on tilting your hip forward, arching gently your spine. Then walk forward and put your forearm right over the two blocks. Keep the palm of the hand facing down. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. So push your arm back. Push your sternum down and forward. Allow the head to drop down toward the ground and stay there. If you need to find the good position of your blocks, just do it. Don't worry about that. Keep on pushing the sternum forward, shoulders back. Palm of the hand facing down, head just dropping down toward the ground. And breathe deeply on your chest. Create a deep and long breath. Now, still staying in this position, I want you to focus on your exhalation. So inhale deeply, but then exhale, using also the abdominal muscles and the muscles around your ribcage to push the air out. So exhaling deeper than usual. Still keeping all the movement in place. So sternum forward, shoulders back, head down. But focus on the exhalation. Empty your lungs on a deeper level. One more deep breath and deep exhalation. At the end of this breath, gently come back up. Okay. Create circles that start on your lumbar spine that move up through the spine, moving the spine in a gentle way, in an easy way. Both on one side and on the other side. Okay, now roll your right arm outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Push the arm back into the shoulder socket, tilt your hip forward, lower your chest, and put the forearm over the first block. Lift the left arm up, roll it outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Push the arm back into the shoulder socket and put it over the block. Look forward and keep on pushing the arm back into the shoulder socket. Keep on pushing the sternum forward. Looking forward, move the chest down. When you reach your maximum, without compromising your shoulders, your arms, so keeping the arm straight and active, keeping the arm back into the shoulder socket, allow the head to move down in between your arms. It's more physical, I know. Don't compromise all the movement of your body. Stay there. And really gently come back up. Lift your torso completely. Put your hands right over your thighs. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Spiraling up through the spine to move every vertebra. Then also on the other side. Create this spiraling action on the spine to allow every vertebra to move. Good. Now, straighten your arms right in front of you. Push the arm back into the shoulder socket. Lower your shoulders. Keep the shoulders low. Now push from the armpit to the small fingers forward, but from thumb to the upper shoulder back. So the lower part of your arm move forward and the upper part of your arm move back. Keeping this movement, lift your arms millimeter per millimeter to your maximum. Don't compromise those two actions, so keep on pushing from the armpit to the small finger and from the thumb to the upper shoulder. When you reach a maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. Still pushing from the armpit to the small fingers, from the thumb to the upper shoulder. And relax. Okay, put your hands over the thighs and create really super small circles with your shoulders. Super small. Okay. Put on one side and on the other side. Good. Lovely. So now we're going to take the blocks for torture, China's torture. So first block, put it in the first position, so in the lower position. Second block, I wanted to put it, well, actually, no. Put the 2 blocks in the second position, so in the middle position. First one, perpendicular to the long side of the mat. Second one, parallel to the long side of the mat. You're gonna create a sort of a T shape, leaving a bit of space between the 2 blocks. I wanted to put your sacrum, the upper side of your sacrum, over the first block. So you sit in front, put your hands down, lift your hips and put your sacrum right over the block. I want you to feel stable, comfortable. Once that you have your sacrum over the block, lower your body on your elbows. With your elbows down, you will be able also to move your second block along the spine. I want you to put your block supporting the spine completely, and the end of the block is toward the upper side of your shoulder blades, but not over the shoulder blades. So the neck is completely free, it's not supported. Once that you have this position, so the sacrum over the first block, and the spine supported by the second block, interlace the hands behind your head and allow the head to move down toward the ground. Once that you have your head down on the ground or your hand down on the ground, allow the elbows to open to the side and stay there. If it's a little bit too intense for you, you can fold a blanket and just put it all under the back of the head. While in this position, I want you to push the back of the head away from the shoulders, lengthening your cervical spine. But keep the shoulders away from the ears, so the shoulders move down and the back of the head move back even more. Breathe deeply on your chest. If you're comfortable in this position, if you is not torturous enough, you can also put your head down and put your arms in cactus pose. So with the elbows in line with the shoulders and the forearm down on the ground or really close to the ground, parallel to each other. So pushing the back of the head away from the shoulders and the shoulders down. If you want to deepen the feelings of opening of your rib cage, of your heart chakra, then push your lumbar spine toward the block. So you can even push with your feet against the ground to help you push the lumbar spine closer to the block or even touching the block. Breathe deeply on your chest. 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, I want you to lift your right leg up. Keep it straight, keep it active. Okay. Lower your right feet and lift the left leg up. Keep it straight and active. A little bit more vertical, Hilda. Okay. Lower your feet. Grab your head. Bring the 2 elbows close to each other. Lift your head. Look at your knees. And while staying in this position, move your shoulders away from the ears. Stay there, don't move.
Now, still looking at your knees, or imagining that you're looking at your knees. Allow the head to drop down millimeter per millimeter again. Once that you have your hands down on the ground, push the back of your head away from the shoulders. Keep the elbows close to each other like you're wrapping your head. And I want you to push with your heels down on the ground, kind of lifting just a tiny bit your buttocks, or even not lifting, but putting away a bit of pressure against the block. So you're gonna add more pressure on the second block, on the block around your spine, supporting your spine. Now relax your feet. Lift your head again. Look at your knees. Now still keeping your eyes on your knees. Put your elbows down. Push. Lift your torso. Move your buttocks down. Cross your legs. Seat on your cross-leg position. Close your eyes. Push the back of the head up and shoulders down. Close your eyes and feel your body. Good. Now open your eyes and move in a tabletop position. Keep your knees as wide as your hips. Hands right under the shoulders. But turn your head to the side. So the fingers are pointing out. And this movement, this position of your hands will allow your arms to roll outward easier. So keep your arms rolled outward. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Push with the hands against the ground and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. So the shoulders doesn't move, the arms doesn't move. Just focus the movement on your hips and lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Okay, good. Now, move down on your elbows. Okay. Keep the elbows away from the ears. Interlace the hands. Keep the elbows closer compared to your shoulders. Now, I'm gonna just reinforcing a bit the muscles around your shoulders by pushing your body forward and back, forward and back, still keeping your shoulders away from the ears. Don't push too much. Just find a movement where you can feel your body working, but in a kind of easy way, not too strong. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Good, really good. Okay, now walk forward just a tiny bit with your knees. Tuck your toes under. Push with the elbows against the ground. Lift your buttocks and push the chest toward the toes. Stay there, just for a brief moment. Pushing your chest over the toes and come back down. How do you feel, Ruth? You okay? Your shoulder is okay? Okay. Now, we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to mixing with a previous movement. So we're going to reinforce the shoulders, but we're going to have the legs straight. So push with the elbows against the ground, lift your buttocks, push the chest forward, and now back and forth. But find the position where you can feel your body working, but it's not too hard, not too strong. Just do it a few times, 3 or 4 times, and then come back down. Child pose and allow your body to relax. Close your eyes and feel your body. Okay, come back up. Tabletop position again. Knees wider than your hips, feet wider than your knees. Tuck your toes under, roll the arms outward, keep the shoulders away from the ears, inhale. Hold the exhalation, push your buttocks back, shoulders down, keep the shoulders down, and start straightening your legs for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push your chest toward the toes. Keep your shoulders wide. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, walk back with your hands. Put your hands on the waist and come back up. Now, put your hands behind your hips with the fingers pointing down. So supporting, that is, the hands are just against the hip bones. From this position, lift the sternum, move the shoulder blades down, and move the 2 elbows close to each other. So already this movement is going to push your chest forward. Keeping this movement, activate your abdominal muscles. So move the navel toward the spine. Keeping all this movement in place. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders, so stretching the cervical spine, and arch the spine, so move the head back. I want you to feel the stretch on your belly, on your chest, and come back up. Okay. Interlace the hands behind your sacrum. Straighten your arms as much as you can. If you cannot straighten your arms, just take either a yoga belt or even a scarf, a belt, whatever it can be. Even just a bit of, just a bit of fabric will be enough. Grab the belt or whatever you have with the palm of the hand facing forward and straighten your arms. Keep the arms completely straight. Once that you have your arms completely straight, with or without the fabric, widen your feet as wide as the mat. Tilt your hip forward. Keep the hands in contact with your buttocks. Look forward and lower your chest just parallel to the ground. Stay there. Push your hands back and breathe deeply on your chest. And gently come back up. Okay, now put your right feet forward, left leg back. Keep your hips squared. So roll the right leg outward and left leg inward. Hands on the waist to start with. Bend your right leg. The left heel can move up. It's not a problem. If you're not touching, it's not a problem. You can keep your heel gently lifted, but keep your leg completely straight. From this position, lift the sternum and move the shoulder blades down. Straighten your arms right in front of you. Push the arm back into the shoulder socket. And like we did before, push from the armpit to the small finger, from the thumb to the upper shoulder. And keeping those two movements in place, lift your arms gently. When you reach your maximum, keep your belly in, keep your abdominal muscles working, and push the thumbs back, lifting also your chin. So arching the upper side of your torso. Stay there, 3 breaths. Straighten your right leg and lower your arms. Change side. So left leg forward, right leg back. Keep your hip squared. So roll the right leg inward and left leg outward to keep your hips completely parallel to the short side of the mat. Hands on the waist to start with. Bend your left leg. Keep the right leg straight and active. Belly in, belly active. Straighten your arms right in front of you. Push the arm back into the shoulder socket. Push from the armpit to the small finger, from the thumb to the upper shoulder, and lift your arms millimeter per millimeter. Take your time. When you reach your maximum, lift the sternum a little bit more. Push the thumbs back. Push the head back, arching your spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, straighten your left leg and lower your arms. Change leg again. So right leg forward, left leg back, hips squared. Bend your right leg again, straighten your left leg again. Now, put your arms in cactus pose with the palm of the hand facing forward. Lift the sternum and move the shoulder blades down. Now, keeping the arms in this position, push the arm gently back. Doesn't have to be really uncomfortable, but I want you to feel your muscles. Lift gently your chin, but keep on stretching the back of the head. And even in this position, arch your spine. So move the hands back, but keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders. Stay there. And back. straighten your legs, lower your arms, change side. So left leg forward, right leg back. Bend your left leg, hip squared, right leg straight. Arms in cactus pose, palm of the hand facing the sky. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the belly active to protect the lumbar spine. And then lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Start moving the hands back, arching your spine, keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, straighten your left leg and lower your arms. Good. Now, widen your leg wider than your shoulders. Put your hands on the waist, bend your knees, and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side. Keep the movement wide. So both on one side and on the other side. Now, stretching your legs. Tilt your hip forward, round your spine and go all the way down. Take your time. And observe that when you stay in this position long enough, you can feel the muscles and the spine just relaxing. Till now, we just opened on the other side. We did quite a bit of back bending, easier or harder, but arching the spine. So now you have to wait, to be patient in order to allow the spine to move on the other side and relaxing again on the other side. Just stay there. Feel the stretch on your back. If it's too hard for your legs, you can bend gently your legs because we're focusing on the spine now. So the legs are not important. So if you need to bend gently, not too much, but gently your knees, just go ahead. Just focusing the stretch on your spine, on your back. Last moments. And gently come back up. Now, still with your legs wide. Come back up, Hilda. Okay. Roll your legs gently outward, just a tiny bit, not too much. Have to be comfortable. So the feet are pointing outward, just a tiny bit. To start with, gently bend your knees, just a tiny bit. So even there, it's not really, we're not in a squat position, but we're not completely straight. Just easily bend. Keep the abdominal muscles active to protect the lumbar spine. So imagine that you want to lift your pubis and move the tailbone down. Given this movement, you will feel that naturally you will activate a bit your abdominal muscles. The idea is not to have the abdominal muscles hard, but just active. Just the first step. from this position, lift gently your chin and eyes. Not too much, because I don't want you to have the neck in this position. I want you to keep the neck long. But lifting the chin, you will already start arching the upper part of the spine. Okay? Keep the belly in, and from this position, lift your arms up, but keep the arms wide, even wider than your feet or as wide as the feet. Push the thumbs back and stay there for 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back vertical and lower your arms. Right. Now, roll the arms outward, lift the arms in line with the shoulders. Lift the pubis, tailbone down. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift gently your chin, but pushing the back of the head back to lengthen your cervical spine. And there, keep your knees gently bent. Yes, okay, perfect. And now push the thumbs back. 3 breaths. And back to vertical. Hands in the waist again. Tilt your hip forward. Round your spine.
And use the gravity to relax your spine again. Close your eyes and look good. Breathe deeply on your chest. Expand your chest. And really gently come back up.
Now enter Tadasana, mountain pose. Big toes touching, heels gently apart. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lean on your left leg and find the dristi. Bend your right leg and grab your feet. Keep the heel really close to the buttocks. You can always use a wall or chair or something stable to help you in those kind of balance poses. There, activate your abdominal muscles to protect the lumbar spine, just like we did before. Lift the sternum. Move the right knee back just a tiny bit. You're gonna feel straight away your thigh stretching. And there, start pushing your feet and tibia, right foot and tibia back. This movement will allow your body to open. Stay there. And back. Change side. So lean on your right leg. Bend your left leg. Grab your left feet. Keep the heel close to the buttocks. Activate your abdominal muscles. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Start moving the left knee back and feel your thighs stretching. And there, start pushing your left foot and tibia back. And this movement will create an opening on the upper part of the body. Beautiful. Okay, now it's gonna be a little bit harder. So lean on your left leg, bend your right leg, but grab the right foot with your left hand. So in case, use the right hand against the stable structure. Lift the pubis, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Start moving the right knee back, and just like we did before, push the right foot and tibia back to open your chest. Stay there. And back. Try and keep your knees quite close to each other. So it's not that, but it's that, okay? On the other side. In case, you can always use something stable on your left side. So lean on the right feet, bend your left knee, lift the sternum, lift the pubis, move the left knee back, but without opening your knee. Just keep it quite close to each other. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and push the tibia back. 3 breaths. And back. Now, we're gonna do another variation. It's a little bit harder. If you feel that it's too hard for you, you feel a little bit more too tense on your lumbar spine, go back to either version. That is the version that we just did, or even the first version, okay? Otherwise, if you feel comfortable, just lean on the left leg, grab the right leg with your left hand, but also with your right one. Keep the knee really close to each other. Pubis up, tailbone down. Right knee back without opening the knee to the side. And there, start pushing feet and tibia back. 3 breaths. And back to center. On the other side, lean on the right feet, bend your left leg, grab your left foot with your right hand and with the left one. Keep the knee close to each other. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Move the left knee gently back without opening to the side. And then start pushing your left foot and tibia back to open your chest. 3 breaths. Back to center. Widen your leg. Roll the leg inward. Tilt your hip forward. Round your spine. And take your time. Take your time to relax your spine, your back. You can keep your knee gently back, not too much, because otherwise it will be even harder, even more intense for your muscles. But keep it as easy as you can. 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, you can move into Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. Since we worked on the lumbar spine, You can use your bolster or even blocks under the bolster or a chair to give support to your lumbar spine. So to give support to your knees, actually, to relax the lumbar spine. Or if you don't have bolster or blocks or chair, you can just keep your knees bent. And if you feel a lot of tension because you didn't use the abdominal muscles enough, you can bend your knees, grab your knees, move the knees toward the chest, and just stay there for a few breaths before then moving to Shavasana again. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant a mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back that awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with your left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Find your comfortable seated position. Keep your spine straight. Hands in Inana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Face, throat, neck, shoulders, arms relaxed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.